a week, the two of them got together.
Light it up. Perform a spell. Ask her. That is so wrong.
Hi, my name is Janvi. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today's video is rather interesting, something that I haven't done on my channel before, and I'm so excited for this video because I have this beautiful person with me, which you can tell she's giving major model superwoman vibes, and I'm here for it. The reason why she's here is because one of the common grounds in terms of why we're friends has been spirituality and all of those really amazing women-oriented topics that we always have so many valuable discussions on. And I decided that while I'm a girl's girl through and through, I've never made a video where I have spoken about it in depth and covered various relations that kind of stem from it. But before that, let me formally introduce our guest today. This is Rishabhi. She's a model. But the more interesting part to me is that she is a psychic medium, and I was so interested ever since she's been telling me about all of this and her experiences. It's crazy. But I want you to now take over and speak a little bit.
Okay, first of all, I'm just gonna say it. Like, I watch it on YouTube videos and I watch her on Instagram. I can't believe that this is live and I'm seeing you speaking in front of me right now.
Oh,
so I'm really grateful to be here. Thank you for having me.
I insert bow here, like she's so cute.
So my name is Rishabhi Nandanwar. I'm a professional model and also an aspiring entrepreneur.
Oh. And so just to give you a sort of summary, in this video we are going to cover topics like
female friendships, relationships, jealousy,
insecurity, friends of your boyfriends.
Oh my god, that's
like female friends of your boyfriends.
One of my favorite topic. Love.
Gossiping,
Yeah.
which she rightly said, and I think we are going to back it all up with our own personal experiences because we don't want to be too preachy and sound like a textbook and say this is right and this is wrong. Everything that we're going to tell you comes from a space of having experienced it firsthand and deciding and working through all of these unhealed emotions and bringing to you the next few chapters. So coming to the first aspect of female friendships, one of the things that most girls have told me is that the reason why we don't want to become friends with another girl is because उसमें jealousy होती है, insecurity हो जाती है, and over time the relationship becomes too bitter and they fall apart. So they do either of two things. One is they don't become friends with females at all, or they become friends with only boys. तो उनका वही stance होता है कि we love male friendships, they're so pure, it's so much more comfortable. Female friendships are the jealousy होती है. Do you think that's true?
I think that's the worst thing though. I genuinely think that's the worst thing though. Because come on, you're just not, the whole point of having a female friendship is trusting your friend, having that person with you.
It's comfort.
Right? It's the safety that you feel with your female friend, and I don't think you should completely trust a man just like that. I have seen a lot of girls saying that, oh no, but girls are so dramatic, I would rather be friends with.
But isn't that the fun part? Like, I love being dramatic with my girl. Like, it's the nice part.
I'm a very peaceful person, but in general, I feel like, see, there are girls who are gonna make you feel safe, okay? Just have a good crowd, but don't just push all the girls away and throw hate unnecessarily.
Yeah, it's not fair to generalize that, oh, just because you've had one friendship that was filled with jealousy, you just decide that all girls are that way. And, like, I've had experiences, I won't lie. I've had multiple experiences where the friendship has fallen apart because one of us was jealous of the other. And it slowly turns into sarcastic comments, back bitching, and it starts there on a smaller level until it grows and one finds out about the other, and then it's just a mess.
We all have been there.
I know, and
it
so
gets
sad.
very toxic. We all have been there.
But I just feel like there's some level biologically, because only a woman can understand a woman. Regardless of how close you might be to your husband, your boyfriend, your parents, there is some level of comfort knowing that she experiences the same things as I do. And I would hate for anybody to be deprived of like a true female friendship. And I feel I sympathize with everybody who has had a negative experience, but I think over time you do find that one girl who will stick around. You know what I mean? Like, you might not have 10 girls around you. Some people are lucky that way, who
Yeah.
get that group of girlies. But having that one girl, I think, is good, right?
Yeah.
It's a good ratio.
I mean, as you grow, you guys mature, and then you happen to find the right person for you. Even in friends, like even I've experienced that before I've had a lot of toxic people around me, and I'm talking about female, okay,
Oh.
like when it comes to. But after growing up, I always thought that okay, I want to attract someone who's better, who's going to be supportive, you know, who's not toxic, who's not back bitching, someone who does not have a jealousy factor, who does not see you as a competition. You can be around
Yeah.
those kind of people.
Yeah.
And you'll find out, like your gut instinct is going to tell you.
Yeah, I think we are blessed with that.
Yeah, because we women are so powerful, our intuition is so strong. Like we can just find out if this person is right for us. or not.
Yeah, oh my god, that is so true. We always know, right?
We
Like,
always
we
know
always
it.
know.
Like the small thing also, if you feel like a little uneasy from that end, like you know this person is not right, trust it.
Alright, so this category is female friendships of your partner, or female friendships when you're in a relationship.
First of all, I don't think you should be insecure if your guy is making the best friend his first priority more than you. Let him just go. Like, don't worry about it. But if it still bothers you so much, then I personally asked her to give me a candle, and I have a lighter, and I'm gonna teach you what to do. So what you should do is like you just light it up, perform a spell, ask God, please remove this so and so the person from his life with ease. Like don't make it so evil. Like just
Yeah, don't make it
with-
satanic.
Yeah. Just remove that person from his life with ease.
And she'll go.
Yeah, she'll go, definitely she'll go. I've performed so many rituals
That's
before.
why you're saying let him keep her as a first priority,
Yeah,
because I'll
let
get rid
him.
her off anyway.
If the person can take your man, let him just go. Let him just
Yeah,
go.
that is true. You can't stop your, if you think you can.
I'm a witch.
This video has moved to a different.
Coming to the point.
Yeah, the point being that yes, like you said, if you should have trust on your boyfriend, and his actions should matter to you more than what she's doing. You will always come across women who have aspirations of getting a relationship like yours. She's eyeing your boyfriend, she will try everything in her power. This is after years of being together as well. But what matters is how your boyfriend tackles the situation. If you think your boyfriend is also still giving her bow after knowing that she's doing all of this, he's not dumb, by the way. He understands just as much as you do. So if he continues to tolerate her, she'd better take him, because she's taking away your problem. So it's just better for you. And the right person, the right guy, will always choose you over them, and he will make sure the boundaries are very, very clear. I'll give you a small example here. When my boyfriend and I got together, there were so many girls. He used to be like the cutie of his circle of friends. That's what I gathered, okay? And so many girls used to, message me on Instagram. You don't know who he is, from a fake account. Okay, and then they would also, like, some of his close female friends would make me feel like I was the outsider. They would ask him questions about his ex-girlfriend in front of me. They would also go as far as acting like they are happy for him, but I could tell that they wanted him more than
Okay, this is about
anything.
female friendships, right?
Yeah,
First
yeah.
of all, why are you getting her down? The
Yeah.
girl is always the prize, not the man.
Yeah, thank you.
What? Why
Yeah.
would you do that to her?
And
like,
I
why?
used to feel so disrespected, and initially I was like, I'm not gonna show my true colors just yet. I'm gonna take it slow. But I made my feelings very clear to my boyfriend that listen, this is not something that is acceptable to me. And I wanted to see what he would do, and he cut all of those girls out of his life without me having to tell him also. In fact, I follow the girl still, but he blocked her immediately. The minute he realized that I was feeling the way I was, he cut her out, and he cuts off every girl, even when there's like a slightest hint that she's putting me down or I feel certain way about her.
That's a very
And
good
by
thing.
the way, we are not the type who stops our partner from doing what he wants to. I've always been very comfortable with my, like, if my female friends come home, I want him to chill with us, because I trust them and I trust him to know that they will never hurt me. These are my people, they care for me. So if you don't have that same sort of safety and security, then there's nothing like it. I mean, he does have a few female friends that are genuinely sweethearts, and I go out of my way to help them in whatever way I can, and I wish the best for them. But some girls, dude, they just don't get it.
But generally asking, are you okay with your guy having best female friend? Like,
Not best friends. I think you can have friends, acquaintances.
I want to say something here.
Okay.
Now again, speaking from my past experience, I had a guy best friend, and this was very, like, you know, the person was dating someone else, and you know, his girlfriend used to get very insecure of me. And I wonder why. Like, why would you do that? Okay, I get
Have
it.
you seen this?
No, but like, I get it. But the thing is, after when they broke up, I personally, I really want to be the person who wants to like trust in these kind of things, that yeah, okay, go ahead, like have your own, you know, your best friend if you want. But I don't know why all men fancy you. Do you get that?
Yeah.
Like, we girls tend to get so loyal to our
Partner.
Yeah, our partner. My ex-best friend, he's not my best friend anymore, my ex-best friend, he used to tell me, if I want a girl, I want my girl to be like you. Like, you are my type. So,
Oh.
I just want to say they do fancy you. So,
And that's so unfair to his girlfriend, because
yeah.
no girl wants
like,
to
I get
hear
why.
that. Yeah, no girl. That's so disrespectful. Imagine your boyfriend telling you, you know what? Like, my best friend is my type.
I generally want to be okay, but I would not choose a partner who has a girl best friend. You know, maybe because
Yeah.
I've heard also it's like a failed talking stage.
Yeah, oh my god. I feel so strongly about this. The girl that I'm talking about, who was in my partner's life, who was apparently a best friend, she did and said certain things that made me feel like she and him, either it was both ways and it didn't work out, or it was just one way, but it still didn't work out. But
Yep.
I hate it. I hate that feeling, and I don't want to be in a position with my partner where I'm constantly worried that, oh, he must be talking to his female friend. Like, I don't want that. I am your best friend now. Like,
Exactly. If
'Cause
you have a
yeah.
partner, you are everything to that person.
yeah,
right?
like you can have a group of friends, that's cool, but don't be overly close to like one girl. Like, that's just
if your
wrong
partner
to
is
me.
not your best friend, who is?
Yeah, like what's there that she's providing more than I am? Like, I'm supposed to be the closest to you in every aspect. I understand you. I'm emotionally, physically close to you than anybody else. And so why do you need to have this one other girl who's also close to you? Like,
Maybe because we're experienced.
I feel
I know there are people who have friendships in the past many years and they're really good
Yeah.
best friends. I think that's kind of okay as well.
yeah, that's okay. As long as your partner's fine. I have never experienced that where my partner has had somebody for many years and they were all pure. Either they've just been like friends for a couple of years, and I could just tell that that's not pure friendship. That's just, like you said, like a failed talking stage.
Yeah,
So I've not
definitely.
experienced this firsthand, but I do feel. Here also I think that only, that you can just make out when a friend is true and when a friend is
Yeah,
not.
your intuition will tell you.
They can have friends, but you will always know who is not.
Yeah.
And you better make it either clear to your partner that you're feeling uncomfortable for whatever reason. If he really loves you and cares for you, he will respect your intuition and he will pick you over that other girl, because you are his future. If everything goes well, you might actually become his wife, you might become the mother of his children, for all you know. so he has to put you first. Like there's a reason why you're his girlfriend. Best friend तो वो भी है ना.
Arey, but the fact that only teenagers go through this after growing up.
I went through this. So let me just give you a story time that I feel fits perfectly into this conversation. When I met my boyfriend, and you know your initial days when you're telling about your friends, he's telling you about his friends. He told me about this girl best friend that he had, and I was honestly, I went in with an open mind thinking that I should be okay with his female friends, because I also had a guy best friend. So I was like, I don't want it to get backfired. So I was like, cool. And then he would always keep sending me screenshots of her messaging him that I'm so happy for you and I'm sitting outside a temple and crying for you, which I thought was extremely strange. I mean, I don't know, this is just one person's opinion, but I thought that was a little weird.
Yeah, that is.
Like, what made you cry so
attachment?
much? Yeah, like, but that's weird, right?
Yeah, that is.
I went in, I was like, okay, fine, whatever, I'll meet her. And there was this puja of sorts at his house, okay? And that was the first time he called me over to not only meet his entire group of friends, but also meet his parents. Because I was a little nervous, so I said I don't want to meet them one-on-one as a girlfriend. I want to meet them as a friend first, and then slowly we'll build it from there. So I went over to his house. Now this best friend was right there in that house, and she was already there with the other friends. And as soon as I entered, the first thing I noticed was how she was helping his mom get food for everyone. She's serving everyone. She even served me food. And I was like, if I were in her place, I would immediately give the girlfriend the chance to, you know, interact with his mom. Like, she should have stopped and...
Were you dating at that time?
Yeah, I was properly in a relationship. So, I was a little annoyed that why you being like one bahu in the house. So I didn't say anything because this was very early on in our relationship. So, you know, you're trying to be very chill about a lot of things. So I didn't say anything. Then later, the same day, we were all chilling. Now it was just the friends, okay? And one of the friends, the guy best friend of sorts, he's like, you know, there's only one person who can handle Ritesh, and that's her. I was like, why? When I'm standing right here as his girlfriend, I don't think anybody should tell me that there's another girl who knows him better than I do. Even if it's early in our relationship, there's a reason why we are dating and they are not. So I am more closer to him in every aspect, and I know for a fact that my friends would never put him in a position where he gets to be in competition with any of my guy best friends. Forget about angry. It was just disrespect. I felt humiliated. I felt like there was somebody else who was closer to him, knew him better, and I didn't like that feeling at all. And she enjoyed that in all ways. So the night I made him know that I was uncomfortable with this whole situation and how everything that I'd known about this girl so far also felt a little off with the whole crying outside the temple. He cut her off for sure. I didn't have to tell him. I never told him to block her and stop talking to her. I just showed my POV.
It's healthy, yeah.
Yeah, and he cut her off and I respected that. I was like, cool, if you think it's right, then we're fine. And I'm so glad he did, because recently we went to another like mutual party and she was there. She ignored the two of us as if we had done something extremely painful to her. If she was a true friend, she would have come up to me and talked to me and said that, hey, you know, if there's anything I made you feel uncomfortable about, talk to me. I don't want anything to do with your boyfriend. Like, that's what I would have done. I wouldn't have ignored the girl. She never spoke to me that night either. The first day when I met her, she never talked to me. If she was so happy for him, don't you think she would have tried to become close to me?
Obviously, you know, like my sister says, I don't know what it means, but explain this to me.
Okay.
Dil mein kuch khot hai.
Haan.
That means?
There's something, you have negative, you have a bad intention about someone or something.
That is what I feel according
Yeah.
to me. He also, I realized, like, since a girl asked you about her situation,
Yeah.
I think what you should be doing is stay bothered. Like, let your person know you're not okay with it. Like,
Yeah.
stop being a chill girlfriend.
Yeah, there's no such
Do
thing
not.
as a chill girlfriend. If you're in love, you're not
Exactly.
chill at all.
Exactly, just stop. Don't be a chill girlfriend. Just stay bothered. Like, let it scare him. You will find out the person's not right for you.
So yeah, it's like saying if a guy wants to, he just does it. Like, you don't have to tell him to cut her or block her or don't talk to her. If he finds out that you feel disrespected, you feel threatened, you feel worried, he will do everything in his power to make sure you feel comfortable.
True.
No matter what extent he has to go to, and that applies to his family, his friends, everybody. He will always put you on the top, and that's just the harsh reality of things. People can disagree, men can disagree, but that's just how it is. And the guy who doesn't want to, he will make all kinds of rubbish excuses to not put you there. She's just a friend, you're overthinking, don't be so childish, it's all in your
Yeah.
mind, it's all in your head.
That's like what? 80% of the population
Yeah.
now?
That's just a silly excuse. Switch the situations around. If he was feeling that way about one of your guy friends, I can vouch for so many girls who would make sure that their boyfriends feel comfortable. Because we girls were so committed to our partners
Yeah, you
that
leave
we
everything.
really love them and really take care of their mental well-being so well. And if he
it should
really,
come by heart. I mean, like, he should.
I don't know, honestly,
First
I
of
feel
all, the person should not make you feel in a certain type of way. He should not make you feel uncomfortable at all. Like, he will remove everything in order for you to feel safe, and that is
Yeah.
important.
And I don't mean always go in with the intention of cutting off female friends from his life. Wait, even if you get a gut feeling, I feel just wait it out a little bit. Understand, give them the benefit of the doubt once. I'm not saying give them 10 chances to prove you wrong. I'm saying chill with her once. See how she acts around him. See how she's around him when you all are in a group of friends. And even then, if you have the same opinion about her, that's when you go and tell your partner that, hey, listen, I have these things to back my saying where I'm saying that this girl is not right for you or she's not right for our relationship. And if he really loves you and if he really respects you, apart from everything else, respect comes first here. So he will make sure the right work is done so that you feel comfortable. That's my experience so far. My boyfriend has been very, very clear that I come first. So he will never let anybody he even cut off the guy that made me feel that way. Even though they were childhood best friends.
I think that's the right behavior.
Yeah.
Just give me my matcha.
I'm
Yes.
gonna keep this as part of the videos. You saying, give me my matcha. So on to our next topic, which is, and I'm sure a lot of females on this channel are going to suddenly be like, because it's gossiping. Let's put it that way. I'm sure everybody has been through this, 100%.
Definitely. I hate gossiping, but I know many people love it, and
Yeah.
they do it in order to maintain social.
Some sort of social standing,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
I am not a part of it, but I know quite a lot of people, like, speaking from my past experience again, everyone gossips. Like, about me.
Oh.
In general, I have seen so many people gossiping
So-
about me.
Yeah.
You know, a third person out of nowhere will come to me, and then the person is like, "Oh, I heard about you." Like,
Ouch,
randomly.
that would hurt.
I have been around quite a lot of people before. I had really good friends at that time who served me well at that time, okay?
Right.
But the only thing was, even if I was not around, I used to find out that these people used to gossip. Like, it was very toxic. If you
Yeah, it's so
are
fair.
in a group, right, and if someone is not there in that group, so
You
everyone
talk
is,
about
yeah,
it.
you
Yeah.
happen to talk about that
Mm.
person. When you know that happens, it's not good.
Yeah.
Like, that's not coming from a right place, because they should not gossip. I
Yeah, it
feel.
isolates you, right? And it also makes you feel like they're your close friends. Like, that's the last thing. I think friendships are built on a lot of safety and trust and just, opening up about things that you probably don't. And then when those set of people who know so much about you and have seen you down or seen you up, and then they talk about you, it can be really disheartening, and I get that.
Even if, like, when people say no, just because we care about that person, or we worry for them, which is the reason why we're talking about them, I don't think
Yeah.
that's still
That's
a
crap.
good thing.
I think it's just an excuse, like a cover up.
Exactly. Like, don't you have anything else to do in your life that you're just talking about someone else? Why?
I think you really have to not have anything else to do, and that to me is not attractive. Like,
Yeah, it is not.
have you had any recent experiences where you've been talked about, especially from like a female friendship talk? Like, let's say you had a female friend and she's been talking about you behind your back recently.
I get intuitions.
Yeah.
Like, I will find
what
out
was the
the person
recent
is
thing that
talking about
happened?
me. I personally feel I always get talked about, and I'm very confident about it, generally. Okay, more than that, like, I feel people now tell me on my face, like, whatever, you know, they think
feel?
about, yeah, they feel or they think about me. They're
Which is
very
actually
upfront.
okay.
That is so much better.
That is better.
Definitely.
But I have been the topic of discussion way too many times, and I've either found out through like other friends, or I found out just, you know, out of pure intuition that I'm being talked about. And I'm not gonna be all plastic and be like, oh, it didn't bother me at all. Of course it gets to you, like, you're human, it affects you. Of course you're not breaking down, you're not crying over it, but sometimes when you're close circle of friends who you might have fallen apart from, you know, when they talk to you and they've given you so much love and support when you all were close, and then now they talk about you in the most negative ways, and of course most of it is all masala maar ke, you know, something else only they make up, and it's a whole thing. It gets to you from the standpoint where I feel hurt. Like, I genuinely feel hurt. I won't lie.
that's
Like,
valid.
I feel betrayed because I'm here, all isolated, only chilling with my boyfriend, and I'm not talking about them. They're not part of my day-to-day thought process or anything that I feel or get joy out of. But for some reason, they find amusement in talking about me or talking about my success or whatever, which from a third person's point of view is like, oh wow, they're talking about you. But I mean, I have to feel hurt.
It stems from jealousy and insecurity. Because they're
100%,
not doing
yeah.
what you're doing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, every single time when I find out a person is talking about me, or if they don't have good intentions towards me, I just know that I'm guided still, because God is showing me
Yeah.
that I should not be spending my time. You're showing me to not spend time with you anymore,
Yeah.
or to even trust you anymore.
Yeah.
You know? So I also feel like if anything that sort happens, you should always consider that as a blessing.
100%. I'm
Definitely.
so with you on that. You are only human. When friendships, relations fall apart, you are bound to feel a lot of pain. But at some point, you have to get to a rational way of looking at it, and that the only thought that should be is something better is coming. However or whichever way that is. I don't mean that you'll always get better friends in exchange for losing bad friends. But you might get a good career, you might get a good partner, you might get good opportunities that they will be deprived of.
Definitely.
And yeah, I know that a lot of my audience is much younger, and they are in that phase where, you know, they've been dealing with their friends gossiping and their friends talking, and I just want to let them know that it's their loss. And this is not me trying to sound preachy. It's genuinely their loss. All of the people who have moved away from me talk about me still. This was before I even started doing content creation. Like, you don't have to do anything right or wrong. They will still talk about you because they want to. And like she's rightly said, it comes from jealousy and insecurity. They feel better about themselves when they put you down. That's the only logic behind it. It has got very little to do with what you're doing or how you're doing it. And yeah, so don't get caught up in the, you know, mix of trying to please these kind of people or get affected with what they're saying or what they're doing. It's generally not worth it.
The confident person is never going to break you.
Yeah.
It will always uplift you, make you feel
Yeah.
safe. And that's what you should be looking for, even in female friendships.
Okay, so a lot of girls also have a lot of lack of trust when it comes to female friendships, and they say that, you know, initially everything feels hunky-dory, everything is great, rainbows, butterflies, and then slowly these are the same women who gossip about them. So how do you identify friendships, whether they'll actually be true to you or not?
I think everyone should watch out for these kind of friendships specifically. If the person is very insecure, do not be around that person, because if the person is gossiping in front of you, they might gossip behind you about you.
Yeah.
And also, it's not your fault. They're just, not confident enough in themselves. So you don't have to match yourself in their standards. Whenever a person gossips in front of me, it's like my inner child shuts down. Like, I feel so uncomfortable. Because I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't feel safe around you anymore.
Because you fear that they might now.
Yeah, they're gonna do the same thing to you.
Oh.
It makes me feel so unsafe.
We've spoken about inner child on this channel before, so y'all can relate.
So we should also talk about secret admirers who are jealous of you.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Secret admirers, but in a way, even if like a person in front of you is telling you they admire you, take my word, they are jealous of you and they want to become like you.
Just that, like, there are some women who genuinely just compliment you. Like, she also compliments me way too much. I'm very awkward when anybody
I love
compliments me.
complimenting.
But when she compliments me, I don't feel like she's being, just trying to muscamarify me, if I'm being honest. But there are some women who, when they compliment you and they give you such genuine compliments that you feel, how could this person be this nice? But somewhere your gut is telling you that no, dude, she doesn't think I'm pretty. You know how I mean?
It comes from a different face, It's like, oh my god, no, not
It's
like
too
that.
fake, yeah.
It's like, I like what you're wearing. I like your earring.
Yeah, they'll stare you
know,
up and down, like, And then they'll strategically say things to your boyfriend also, like, oh, your girlfriend is so pretty.
Really?
Oh, that's such a lie.
I have not experienced that yet. But
Like, in front of my face, they'll be like, you're very lucky, huh? And I'm like, he knows. I've even been in a situation where I was seeing this guy years ago, and we were not even dating. We were just like talking to each other. And at the same time, he had this other friend, okay? And she knew that him and I were talking. And she would constantly keep texting him and saying things like, you're so lucky to have Janvi. Like, not in front of me, she would text him. And I always had this gut feeling about her. And I was like, she's not a friend. She's so not a friend. And his defense to all of it was always like, you don't know what you're talking about. She always compliments you. She's always talking about you. And I was like, that could be true, but I don't believe a word that's coming out of this girl's mouth. And I came off as the mean person, the insecure one. And then we broke up, like whatever, we weren't dating, but we fell apart. And then within a week, the two of them got together. This girl who was calling me pretty and telling him that he's too lucky to have me is now his girlfriend. So you just know when a girl is complimenting you genuinely.
That is so wrong. I don't know what to say. That was such a pick-me behavior, by the way.
I know. Yeah. Can you explain what pick me?
Pick me according to me.
Yeah, because I'll tell you why I'm asking you, because I think I'm not well versed with like these Gen Z terms. I don't know. I've never I know what pick me means, but I've had to like really sit and Google what pick me.
I'll tell you what pick me is, but in my words, because I don't know the proper definition, it's like, in my words, it's you are not being yourself. You are performing.
Yeah, to get attention.
To get attention. You're performing for others. You are trying to be like someone else, more like an imposter syndrome.
Yeah, and it's I feel like my mom used to tell me this growing up, that insecurities are the loudest and the most confident people are the most silent and quiet.
I know.
And then I feel like growing up, I've seen that. Like, the most insecure women in this case will be the ones who will put other women down. They will call you out. Oh, you're wearing so much makeup. Oh, you like this? I don't wear makeup also. Like, such women. I'm like, I had these girls in school and in college also. They'd be like, oh my god, she does. Like, in front of boys, huh? Like, she would purposely call me, Janvi, tere muh pe kitna makeup hai? I don't put makeup. I don't even know how to do
what
makeup.
Are you in school?
And I'm just like, that's my choice. And why are you calling me out in front of
jealousy
boys?
Again, because they don't do the same thing what you do.
Yeah, like, what are you trying to say? That just because I like makeup, that makes you superior? It hurt me at the time. I felt so embarrassed.
Yeah.
There was a guy I liked who was in that group, and suddenly I felt like, oh my god, like, what is he gonna think now? And now that I look back at it, I'm just like, this doesn't make sense at all. There was absolutely no reason for her to go out of her way to make me feel that way, and that, yeah, it's sad, no?
Yeah, girls do that because it makes them realize that they can't be the person who you are. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and
It makes them realize that they're not there yet, I feel.
yeah,
Like they're not doing enough, so obviously it's going to trigger them.
yeah,
Because
because you are doing better than her.
Yeah.
I know for a fact that there are girls who I've helped them with their resumes, and today they go out of their way to say things like, oh, I got her a job or whatever.
Yeah.
And that's so sick.
I know that very well.
I'm like, I guided you. I was like an older sister to you, or forget about older, just a sister to you. You know, I helped you through just mundane things. You were a part of my life, and today you go out of your way to say. I mean, I wouldn't do that. I there's a difference between not liking someone and going out of your way to put them down. See, I don't think all friendships or all relationships are meant to work out. You will have friendships where both of you decide ki yaar, this friendship is not working, but that doesn't mean that I have to go and gossip about her. We broke up mutually, and this applies to all sorts of relations. I have some female friendships where over time we realize that this friendship doesn't work for me. She also realized that. We both moved away. We don't gossip about each other. We respect each other for the time we have. But there are some girls, dude, who take things you've done for them for granted and then talk about you now. It's so stupid.
There is a very powerful saying. People who can't change you will change. They will try to change every other people around you.
Oh.
Have you heard that? Did I say it right?
Yeah. You mean like they'll try to change everybody's opinion about you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so.
It's so powerful.
And so true also.
It is.
It's so true.
Right?
And that's everything that we had for you for today's video. It was so much fun. It was like full on girl talk, which is what I wanted. This felt like y'all had a sneak peek into our conversation, which is the whole point of this video. And I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope there is something you take away from this video. That's always my main goal. And if you like this duo, if you like this Jodi, if you like what we spoke about, please feel free to drop comments either in the comment section. You have my Instagram, you can always DM me and let me know if there are more topics that you want us to cover. We do have a few episodes planned that are in the works, but until then, feel free. This is a safe space. Anything you want to add?
I just want to say that 2 years ago on my vision board, I put up this picture where I'm talking about something, but it's a podcast. I know this is not even near that whole vision, but I think it is somewhere near it. Like,
Yeah.
I'm finally doing it, you know, going live and just speaking about something, having someone to talk about with me.
Honestly, she was so nervous the whole time when she came. She was worried. She was worried if she wouldn't have anything to say, or she was worried if she would do it right. And honestly, I told her the same thing, that I think she's fantastic when it comes to speaking. She's fantastic at making. I love how opinionated she is, because I am that way and I want to be around people that like are similar. I also like the fact that this was so, you know, we never had a script in plan. We just spoke our hearts out, and it feels so fulfilling and just satisfying to talk about this. And yeah, having said that, both of our socials will be linked in the description box below. She's a fantastic model. Her work is crazy good. So please feel free to check out both of our socials, and I will see you guys next time. Okay, bye.
Cheers!